Yamama Kwaba Kwanshan Kosom Famra Unit Online TV. I good demon some latest. Kakra sound so timia can demon some Eddie Ebremo and so Oshun. So, but I don't mind so not subscribe and a comment ever on. And I come say Asan Tikotoko see you on upon South Bekasai. I just say Okakasa or Canadian show so I can't send be brave. None some our kind. Dear Father Dr. Kwame Cheho and Kotoko Tim Nobisu Meka, but 2 years the account and Wakan was an answer working yan say. Or buy sika over 200 million say 20,000 Ghana cedi afei so no Dr. Kwame Cheho on nane amponsa oni ni asem kra ana afei so Adako Jachie project awo ye no board bi antimi mfa ne sense ne bonka se ne sika ewum ana se ne sika bi enum ewo no nane amponsa ne sponsors a osike ni ade ana wabo ano a watimi di kotoko Adako Jachie project na bedun pempenso ne no kra no obre pa achese eniema ne nsensem bi na ma on board chairman no onsem anase wontem atimi asai enti enyese eye bibi na ma na bansa ne mum na mamfo nsem kika makeka na atimi ma wenum nyina ensoso atimi asia no ene nsem na ya mponsan so ade atodwa achese waka nsem bibre nyame adoma ye de hon be saba beto aso okasa almost 1 hour ewo wuntumi sports wa kineben on na pamfo so toto na no bisa ne nsema hodo a na no yamponsan so etimi mai nkiremu boye mu ami hu de ekoso enso so ewo hono mti sana no so etie ewo hono ma enya asanketo akra yenkotie nsem wo kan refa Dr. Kwame Cheho ani tim no bro be so mu ka na eda ho adokoro kotoko no ni nyina ewo show no so yenkotie
many problem as I said many mokasa ye kasa Mihuna, the man of respect, I was the man. Bakasa and Kawase, and our relationship, Kawase, chairman in the CEO, come, send my friend, send a beginning next year, and anyhow. And I'll be surprised if he says only many problem. But so, okay, Nature Mikasa said, this issue has come up at board meeting before. In the Ibumo, board, sometimes the disrespect is too much. You have a boy, a board member, sir.
Then you should wind
Mr. Boy in JV. As a bank board chairman. Mr. Judata, Ghana Commercial Bank board chairman. Mr. Kosiu Furi, Edmark and Rockshaw. Mr. James Osei Brown, Ralaji Lamumu, Madame Vinicius Saremo, Yazmo, Ekufia Bamu. So don't disrespect them. Say this issue has come up at a board meeting before, so I'm going to state that official position today. Uncle Gahin a reason, and Uncle Gahin raised that issue in a board meeting earlier on. In our, I think the first is say there seems to be something between chairman and Nanaya. So we need to discuss as a board. Chairman said then he didn't have a problem with me. So they said, I come here and said, no, chairman, can't problem, no need to solve it. Then he said, his problem is that I've taken players away from his hotel. Said the Ebane Yi school, I didn't think that many players are free in the hotel. This was Waka official matter. So I will explain that incident. Yaba and Yaba 2 said that players, any officials 21 at the sports hotel, which I understand is his. So I went to him, I'm chairman. Yeah, recalling players, to report for camp. We found out Nipa say at that hotel. Now for the long-term plan, I gave say on buy beko on the 2 weeks and Sunday I could preseason for that 2 weeks I can person back. Can come beko preseason on baba near apartments and more to reduce the cost. Because we had done our search and realized that Nipa 3 be a bit when your apartments are more I beg you 1,000, 2,005 a month on meche. And a 2-bedroom also maybe 1,020 like social money but I could be able to 600 cities. So when I told him, oh, and then before so catch him so hotel because of COVID, we're closing it down all year renovations.
Nationwide.
Coach was here on another while we went for the preseason. So for me, I never expected that to be an issue because maybe to this reason. So for him to raise it at a board meeting, I was surprised. It's as far as I'm concerned, and now what can it matter? If there are any other problems, meaning but my main cancer same way. Oh, of course. I make cancer same way. And I say this profoundly. David or Bible. Nothing so on your problem, on your demons near dear bar. David the Kobo Sinko, a man who told the boy. Tama saw a Goliath to see son in the crop for so torment your mom. Why the cocoon Goliath, David? And so a chino, Nassau or David the Kuno. And an engine of the palace. HC Koda cave him, HC David to kill him. David saw I will cave him. A child into my home. It could never be the chair. So say, Mehene. And to my premier ear on to my home. Send me to work who send a little bit catch was a little work now. And Camilla on me then. But any no crazy, that person we evidence to you said them. And you look pressing up a but did that stop Saul from pursuing David? He still pursued him. Come on, so wooden. Nipo Baba man, yes, so wooden. And then I did here. Nationwide. Oh, my equals. Because of what bad. No woman. So, I was not trained to meet hatred with hatred. I know, sir, a nipa, because got up politics, you know. My bet here. Me. You be say nipa chere me no ye concern me chere nipa ye be ye ya say be ya ni nipa ntem be say ba me
what the all cases here as a nipa bi kwa de share mo ntem a obi a na wona no mustati uko offer bo chairman e dia chairman omo de we about we here we o tole bia na uko tole bia na wona no ada na ma pe kwa bi so solve Mamir because you see you on the board chairman. Mamir Muti Muapa and Ananka Nema and Okoye, a dinner buyer, Mumma de Peru and Tem.
Jonathan Bible. Jonathan. No, I saw that. No, you did video so. Adam. Uve Jonathan one tries of a Soviet. So only David in Tamasa. And I am one more or no beyond tries of a Soviet. So only David in Tamasa. And and you cannot blame David for it. Can you blame David for it?
So you are David.
Yes, I say, if you so yes, you be so near Jim, if you so you say, or say, one so many wine.
Nationwide, call quick commercial breaker bar. What's it? Asante.
And one number the Bayer Jumano, number generating revenue, making about generating revenue, but I feel mapper. And we had Africa at the time now, player salary. Was outstanding. Some months in August, in about 3 months outstanding player salary. There was outstanding sign on. At the time, no, I think the player salary was around 84,000. 84,600 BB. Yes, around that months, 2 months or 3 months. August, in 3 months. And then there was outstanding signing on fee of 1,445,000 Ghana cedis.
Any outstanding
signing on
fees, you know, African,
yes, about 1 million and all that. And you know, I asked them for $1 million, and the idea was that here's $1 million major, they are cost spending. At the end of the tenure, we will pay back. Back to the board, that 1 million. And to me, yes, I requested. I also had done a budget for the year. I think, sir, the budget was 6 million cedis, which was equivalent to $1 million at the time. Okay, that was $6. But board on NIPA 7, a contributee 100,000 cedis each as an initial contribution.
7 board members.
Yes, contributed 100,000 cedis as seed money. 700,000 cedis. The bill and I was a bit outstanding salaries, you know, started running.
There 1 million. Outstanding there 1 million.
Because someone feeling in young men, say, I feel yes,
salary is 84,000.
And the salaries in no times 3, and we just players and a technical team near there. But that was the starting point, and I was really appreciative of that kind of buy because easy said,
so now we pay $1 million and only $700,000 now.
They will not pay $1 million.
Now pay $1 million
as seed money, but we have 700,000 Ghana cedis initially. Say in franchise, and I was very happy because my just about to 20,000 cedis in our account when I went 700,000. It was a starting point. So immediately, teach your salary outstanding.
Nationwide.
Then, as I mentioned, there was no handing over notes. In Tinafena will be discovered Niema as and when you go on. And immediately, the first thing I confronted him was Christopher Nete transfer fee, where Gordon Atram had written to GFC $35,000 as Christopher Nete transfer fee, which was equivalent of 203,000 Ghana cedis then. And see it like on tier points, match will be on tier points and all that. It was quite intriguing. I was like, hey, okay.
I know what you're saying. And a net story about an answer about
I think it would be the first. Let me see. Hey, I think I have to check. But proud to that nonsense and will come into it because I want us to deal with it. Because I do all the question, so I have to take my time. And just to break down how that 700 was spent, so I put it before the board and I got the approval to pay. Until one board member and myself signed the check and then we paid Atram.
Much roughly 700,000.
700,000, yes.
So let's say 250,000.
203,000.
203,000.
Yeah.
Okay, now 500,000 in that.
So it's your salary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cover. Then now we see a call African so just to break down that 700,000. Now we see a call Mauritania. Okay, at that time COVID means no more blocking borders be big. To like normal passenger flights to travel. Until now we see a chartered flight. You contact the Air Force for the cost, initial cost from the mine was $82,000.
Nationwide sports.
Here become Mauritania. And $82,000 I had written to the board for money for us to go. Because of obviously they had to put their heads together. Mekai said, they gave me instructions, said, scanner level won't be never find a deposit. Because we need to give a deposit of $41,000.
Okay.
To the Air Force. Until they could use 244,000 Ghana cedis converted to dollars. And they demand Air Force phone. It was not their share. When they assess I'm matching, I between us here the balance in the bank. Until luckily I went to the board members again, can become an emergency. Some of them came up with I think $19,000 each for us to be able to cover. But don't forget, the budget was not just the flight, hotel, airport, etc.
And the board members in the issue, time be our papa this can be no mention the panic. I just said maybe interest.
Obviously, such a thing I get them.
Okay.
And if you pick our board members, the amount of money that I am mentioning, so you'll be a pensioner, or also by sort of nagging, will be a security teacher, or by sort of expertise, and in the wisdom of the appointing authority, and yet, be a because will be a moton, but a certain amount na able to it will be an idea.
Nationwide sports.
But no, or say, when he has said, a moment beating, I suppose, says can be me and the choir. Proud to that. Because may come away regarding Adako Jachie and the fact that you see a man $300,000 so if I could say Adako Jachie and that perpetual lies and I can't my best friend. That you unveiling on the 7th of August. On the 8th, and I'm afraid with myself, I didn't know where it was. Tibu means scanning around and I'm just saying washrooms well. Also you need it. This way is worse. You need it. My boys in the cry, you clean na BBC in room no more. Na me cry no Sebi. Minya nature scholar nearby hotel in the Russian. And I'm a quantum, so this is a problem.
Nationwide scores.
And we need to deal with it. And you know, immediately I thought of short medium term plan. I've been to clubs in Europe, shipping containers, DIA structures. Me saw me call the construction with UK near by offices in the shipping containers. And the DIA. So immediately I had that idea. And then we will be sure contracting me to me, yes, sir, at the end. So immediately we contacted him. So yeah, budget money. And if I got to board in and he designs near there. So it's something simple and nice. We came to at the time 573,000 Ghana cedis.
And the cost of
the cost to have it. Now the goal is in cladding was just the containers because of how urgent and situation it anyway. Let me just say your board chairman. So chairman Pacho the core Adako Jachie going to challenge everyone. By the interim, I want us to solve this problem. Until now, many ubiaya mami need. So you know, see where come up. And mean the other board members in Kasa. They are board meeting. Not about na day. We discuss it. So let me see what I say. So I also went to the other board members, sent media through to them. But something strange happened at the board meeting. So, because they had asked me to bring the contractor who was going to do the project. Now, I'm on the demonstrating, on the presentation. So I took the contractor. Whilst in the board meeting, I said, then chairman walked in with two gentlemen. So one of the chairman, yes, okay. So one of the board members said, "Oh, chairman, I'm calling for number." And then he said yes. Me, I didn't have a clue what it was. So it turned out they were coming to make a presentation for a stadium.
Okay.
A stadium.
Now when you're away?
No, I wasn't aware. Okay. So on the presentation, a stadium that was going to cost about $12 million at the time. And you know, say, Nana also throw Nipanabra. At the time, I was very uncomfortable, to be honest with you, because now Kyie said there is a building war ensuing between Lemon Crawford, many panel presentation, and can buy for the board to choose between the two, and I was very surprised.
Okay,
because I felt that I presented something to my chairman, who has asked me to convince others for us to do, but now I say so. My friend, many panel super in the presentation. And eventually, and the yes, it's between the two, so they have to vote to choose one. I was very uncomfortable, extremely uncomfortable because of what I knew prior to that and what had happened. Of course, we had board members about for within a couple of months, they have to come up with $12 million.
Nationwide sports.
They opted for, majority opted for, but to solve the immediate problem, which was the project, the current project.
There's so much about a
Yes, say young answer. This were young answer now. A chain on Kura, no apple, Asasibi, Amona, Mutidia stadium going forward, and I think it was a laudable idea.
This has to be never cost $12 million.
That was the proposal that came from Sherman. So they asked that young Kofo, that's one which was 572, but many guy in Kasana on Teso, only the money being free on Teso. So you the money be free, money be see 434,000 cedis. Then some board members insisted that still no was soon to some negotiation and 3 board members went and met the gentleman. Tom Cohen was signed to 4,000 to see 430,000 Ghana cedis. And that is what we were supposed to do. Don't forget,
four board members now.
3 board members now. Mr. Boatin Jenfi, Mr. Kosifori, and Mr. Martin Bobe. Yes, negotiating for 30. And don't forget, I was asked, says he can 100,000 every day in fancy.
But that's the number, no.
Oh, dear, but yes, but I know every night in fancy. And at the time, when I was master, they pushy sponsors because we said David. First 3 months, now because we have seen the financial situation and realized that so one we are aggressive and best sponsors are also very. And thank God for my sponsorship background. I knew how to couch proposals to attract. And don't forget, buy COVID. You buy a sponsor. The biggest sponsor Kotoko had at the time was MTN, Nationwide Sports, and MTN has suspended their contract with Kotoko at the time I buy. There was no payment coming from there. I don't know if I said some topic to deal with. What am I saying? So aggressively we started raising money to a point that project in India even started to contribute 200,000 cedis just to have the technical block named after them. The players' dressing room block. We are going to call Star Block for just 200,000 cedis. We got other sponsors like Seed to come on board, iSense to come on board. So we started raising money. And the project in us.
And the picture of our project in our Jachie. And that board in this time was
this issue has come up at board meeting, and I've raised it, and nobody has argued with me. Internally generated funds. That project is about 700,000 cedis as we speak. And project in that was not the architecture. The architecture was just containers. But as it went on, we found that improving. To the cladding bemu, pergola bemu, we bemu. Now, a big kind of castle basic project in 3 months, and now we did 3 years. Sebi. When family of Adako did I come and 7 years example. So I say 2007. I feel now I felt said there would be money to build it, and that's kind of the one. Got 3 months maybe, but. Now you need to raise the money to build. And now players the one year training. Player the only say, oh, game baby, I said you beyond the convenience or bribe your salary, winning bonus in the idea by signing on fees in my idea. So I came to realize the who say players almost a year project. If you ever say you have 50,000 cedis for the project, I will to the project. If you have the salary cap, for that I'm signing on for 1.4 whatever. What is that kind? Almost a project in open up. No more educating. And no more sequences. Name CC here. We was running TV, support TV, and what we went through. For example, Mauritania, so I'll go back to that story. And about 2 years of players and all, Kumasi, the technical team. You do time I can also get a message from a friend saying Nwadibu club and they say I want to match from Friday to Sunday, and we're no longer going to play at Nwadibu. You're born a short. But you in you. Yeah, budget here. You're 12 in Kaba, but do Kumasi airport and for players. You see a port Nwadibu. You call Wednesday. You better rest Thursday. You have match Friday. Nearby. You go you travel by a chartered flight. You will come see airport. You need a message from them. Say, match. You need a bono. Nwadibu. Born not sure. This is the capital. Yes, I'm born Friday. You're born Sunday. Into making that means our budget is going to increase. So as management, we held a meeting on the tarmac. So what do we do? Calf in young try. Tell you calf in young try. Club no na train. So you decided say you nyam ko. You be call the 2 days time. Na calf kase. Omo approve ya. What do you do? And then you could do. Na calf also approve. It means you have 2 more days. You could do 3 days. Now then 5 days. So hotel feeding, the aircraft on the tarmac, it's all going to increase. Also, budgetary. So we had to go. And you 2 years, you could do not short. You do not short. I'm just saying, change it. Why is I booking new hotel? You could do not short. And so I have confirmation say, indeed, the match has been moved to Nouakchott, and we're going to play it on Sunday instead of Friday because of Independence Day. So if you look at, we'll be out 3 days. Now by 5 days, I'll buy the train and 70% in terms of feeding, in terms of hotel and everything. I will see the boy on there then. Yeah. Again, because Mineska from board very late, and some of them gave me CDs at around like 11 p.m. because almost easy. I even went to Mauritania with CD cash on me. I meant to be answer and I didn't cause it to how much. Until you look at the situation and what we do. Then players start agitating. Say, I'm match and I'm going to pay deal. It is awesome. Okay. And pay myself no easy. I had a person make us a degree. When we did our budget, the name is Adako budget. We have looked at previous budgets. The share need himself in per diem item room, which was $500 per player per person. To your presenting in our budget, it was rejected by the technical committee of the board. Say, I didn't think I said transportation, feeding, hotel, with their winning bonus. Yes, per diem. Of course, I even had an issue with it because we were paying all this and then you pay. But then we had come to meet it, so I said to them, if we change it immediately, we may have issues. So we need to do it gradually. And I'm saying, no, they do not agree. So I called Chairman, and then he said, and the standard that so he has to be paid. So I called the board members back. So, yeah, Chairman, can you? Chairman, so they put Chairman on the line. The Chairman said, we shouldn't pay. The players in the room could do. He believes that because of that money, we don't do perform it because you're thinking of shopping. Yes. Okay. So I explained, management, we explained to the players in Ouagadougou that it is not possible to pay this money. One, because we do not get approval from board. And two, we are maybe 2 days, 3 days, and about 5 days. So you should even consider how I bet Timia friendly for you within that period. I want you to say players and technical team. Eventually, I had to sign an undertaking. We don't pay about $300. Sign an undertaking. Say, I'm strong. If you do Ghana, I will pay them. And I'm a boy. I'm here to be here. One, yeah, the bar, Ghana. If they do Ghana, now say about the return leg. Nationwide scores. Look at first cover. Luckily, the then Minister of Sports called me that he wanted to see me on the channel. We went and met him, and he gave us $50,000 from the presidency. So, yeah. One baby and also COVID. I'm going to have COVID issues. Until on the day of the match, I am also. It's only the referees declare and say, "You are qualified." Almost sign the match for the following days. And we got Kyie. Until a canvas are there, then double and Sana still Omaitian go through, and then we eliminated them. Now Nationwide Sports. He allowed her to come here. I wrote to the board, and someone came in. It's not to blame the board, okay, but it's to show problems in a firm due to certain leadership lapses. At that level, leadership lapses, not because Mesumans, they can't say who some will be able. Mesumans, Osuye, the management will Osuye. As they can't do any much, we can't how money at them. Say to the one with 10 grams. Osuye. Because it was a no crayon as you. Ultimately. And yes, you say a Jumano. And yet a Jumano born no managing an idea. But the shenanigans around it. Until we steered through. The only time I had a disagreement with Dr. Wu, and I'll say it was at the end of the season. We had a meeting, and in the meeting we were supposed to plan our pre-season because any time there was a Champions League at that time, so we decided to give ourselves 2 weeks break to go come back. He had given us a list of players he wanted to sign, about 17 of them. We didn't challenge any one of them. There were rumors saying, Mama had 17 players, yes, yeah, no. We didn't challenge any one of them. All we said was, don't say, on starting pre-season, unless you have 17 players in our manner. And God is my witness. And then I said, oh, that is impossible. Because we need to start pre-season in about 2 weeks. And to get all your targets, we have been in recruitment for so long. There's no guarantees I will target about your plan. And there's a reason why transfer window is still open even when certain leagues start. Okay, in Premier League. Transfer window. You have to league national transfer. Play a bit with that deadline day. So it's not possible to get all the targets before we start pre-season. And he has said that. All started pre-season, and he used a certain term. And that was when I flipped. I'll be honest, I was like, no, don't say and they can't idea what is reality. I'll say, Google tell us this is reality. If you tell me you will not start the season until you get all your players going on in 2 weeks. Yes. It was not possible. So that was when I had a disagreement with him. I'll be honest. So after the disagreement, of course, I was angry. And also was not happy. And that was it. For me, that was it. Then all of a sudden, I'm going to present the report to the board. And I understand last minute that the coach is supposed to be in the meeting. He's going to be in the meeting. So we should invite him to the meeting. I said, no problem. Invited him to the meeting. And after I presented my report, it turns out he's also going to speak. No problem. And when he started speaking, I would say it here. David was there, other management members were there. He told palpable lies that shook all of us. One of the lies was that players, because Oban, you see, the first time we push here, because Barrel to call, we had a list that he had given us, we had also scouted. We presented a list of 6 players to come. No, 7 players to come. He also presented a list of 6 players to us. In those, in the 6, and then you know where 7. I said, come on. Like I said, it means that once in terms of who should come to the club, which was very good for us. Okay, very good for us. Since or no, Alice, you know, okay, and then he told us players he didn't want to come and meet at protocol. He gave us that proposal. As soon as senior being the person by the time we pass me starting in pieces, no more call. Players no more question. So 11, you with the minute feed them by the crowd. But I remember the names. We do 7. I think Annabella was one, Jeffy, Adon Frempong, Kumi, Rook Habib, and now because I'm not contracted. And but also on the to Satanism. Of course. And he has the right to say that. There's absolutely nothing wrong. He's saying Pochettino by Alice on there. First. Exactly. So I know there's nothing wrong with that. I'll give him that. But because of what had transpired with Maxwell time, we wanted him to come and train because after Maxwell cast on the players don't call him. And she said players and yet Maxwell and Apam on a young man Apam players. So this time we said, why don't you come train with him? Because somebody like Kimbu, for instance, we were of the opinion that he was good enough to stay. Me and no shit goes well.
About players in sense and coaches in the normal. So what is also nice and I also the players.
Matches as a
players.
I am a select. You see, you find last recruitment. A player like Yaudik, I'll give specifics. Yaudik, no, it's an Afapa. Sorry. I was there when the coach and Mr. Dasobre told me, said, a team manager will bring you. I suggest the player. Nationwide sports. Nah. Sports. Because they know my position. The players have been on my ear to my pain. I didn't want to bring them to Adako. I didn't want them to come to the players have been on my ear to my wall. Other teams that they because and I say as an agent, I didn't want to bring them to Adako because of these accusations. In Jumba on stage, player B, say.